Welcome to State of Minds, presented by Hope Gas and by Greer Industries. In this episode, I speak with Jacob Gordon, a renowned tattoo artist based in Morgantown, West Virginia, who has garnered international recognition for his innovative and distinctive style. We talked about how he got his start in the business and the concepts behind his work. And now, here's Jacob Gordon's State of Mind. Jake, you grew up in Bruceton Mills.
Yes, sir.
And you were first exposed to tattoos at 13. Your aunt had a tattoo parlor, and you started hanging out there. So pick up the story from there.
So my aunt has been tattooing as long as I've been alive.
Okay.
So growing up, I always drew. And
that's Patty.
Yep, Patty Colbank. Yeah, she's awesome. Anybody who knows her in this area, anybody who knows about tattooing in this area knows about Patty. I mean, she is awesome, and not only is she a great artist, she's a great human as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I've always drawn, I've always colored and painted growing up, so anytime I would go and visit my Aunt Patty, we'd always draw and paint. And then when I was about 13, I got into a little bit of trouble, nothing crazy, just me and my friends were out knocking on doors and running. And
not the worst thing any teenager's ever done.
Not the worst thing, but one of my friends had got caught by the person, and that night we all got put in cop cars and kind of got put in like a scared straight situation. Well, the next morning, my mom had already planned for my whole family to go up and help Patty work on her new tattoo shop she was opening. So I was in a cop car that night, and then the next morning we were putting stickers on her windows and decals on her windows, and then she told me that day that if I wanted to work there on Saturdays that I could. Mm-hmm. So it started off, I would go there and clean the bathroom or scrub the fish tank or siphon the koi pond. She had a huge koi pond in the shop. It was super awesome. And then when I was about 15, she would always drive me home. Well, I wouldn't say always, but a lot of times she would drive me home after work on Saturdays. And I was 15. I don't even remember planning to ask her. I just remember being in the car and be like, hey, do you think maybe I could learn how to do this one day? And she was super supportive. She said, yeah. And then it was the next week, instead of just cleaning the whole time, I still did all that, but it was it became prepping her clients, setting up and breaking down her station, and then more drawing than I ever did. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, from 15 to 17, I kind of had this long-term apprenticeship, and then at 17, I started tattooing.
So it was that exposure, that environment that caught fire with you?
Yeah. Yeah, I fell in love with it for sure. Mm. I had I'm very, very lucky to be in the position I am, because, when you're tattooing, you're touching somebody, you're shaving them before you even start, you're placing the stencil, you're touching other parts of their body to make sure everything's nice and stable. So I started getting comfortable with that at 15. Mm-hmm. So I think that is just something, that's a hoop to have to jump through and learn how to do.
You went to WVU. I did. Right, studied art.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Did that help you perfect your skills, not tattooing, but certainly your artistic skills?
I wouldn't say it helped me perfect. I wouldn't say it helped me perfect anything, because you're always learning to draw.
Okay.
I did not finish at WVU. Mm-hmm. I dropped out after a year and a half. Mm-hmm. One of the rules was, when I got my apprenticeship with my aunt, she said, you have to go to college. You have to have something to fall back on. So I did go to college, and she was very mad at me when I did not finish. Mm. But college was a great experience in the sense of learning time management. I had to tattoo still, but I also had all these classes I had to study for. And then it just became too much, and I felt it was taking me out of tattooing too much. Mm-hmm. So I quit. Okay. I'm glad that I went the last semester, because I met my oil painting teacher, Nejun Zhang. And I don't know if you've ever seen Nejun's work. He's I'm pretty sure he still is the oil painting teacher at WVU. He is a master. He is awesome. And it was really cool to learn from him because he could say one thing to me, and it was like he knew exactly what to say to help me apply.
Jake, I want to get right into your style, which has gotten you a lot of national attention for what you do. And it's a negative style, so describe that.
So my style is basically a play on negative line work. Basically what that means is, a positive line is if you have a white canvas or just a lighter canvas, you pull a black line on it, that's a positive line. A negative line would be the opposite. So if you have a darker background, which a lot of my tattoos have almost solid black as a background, I do a yellow line through it. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes it's more than just yellow. I work with other colors too, but that's basically what the style is.
Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
So I've always been drawn to the color combination of black and yellow.
Because?
So yellow on black is the strongest contrast that you can create in color theory. It's even stronger than white on black. So I always just thought that was cool. And there had been a couple tattoos where I would do like a little yellow highlight instead of a white highlight. And I just thought maybe that's how I could create that. And it wasn't really working how I wanted it to. So a friend of mine, he knew that I liked that color combination. And he said, I want you to do my hand in like a geometric tattoo, but I want it to have some type of yellow on black or black and yellow color combination. So I designed this just geometric tattoo like that. Worked all day on it. I think it took us like 8 or 9 hours. It was just a very busy tattoo. And I posted it on social media. From there, I realized it was kind of getting more attention than all my other tattoos that I'd posted. Like some of my favorite tattoo artists just literally just got on their phone, saw it, and clicked the like button. It seems simple, but whenever you're trying to build a name and they like your tattoo, it's like, what? That's crazy. This person liked my tattoo and this person. So I thought I was like onto something there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ever since then, I've kind of used the formula I used in that hand tattoo, and I've just been pushing and pulling it and refining it ever since.
So how long ago was that?
That was probably, I'm gonna say about 6 years ago.
Okay. So was it then almost happenstance? Or was it the result of your artistic view and things coming together?
I think a little bit of both. I think if you work really hard and you're trying really hard and you're treating every piece and you're giving it your all every time, I think that style that you find, like that originality, is just going to find you.
Why do you think it works? Why do you think it is so appealing? And it's different than a lot of traditional tattoos. So why do you think it works, and why do you think it is caught on? Why do you think it really catches people's eyes?
So, playing with negative line work. To make the tattoo readable, the design has to be completely readable as positive line work.
Now, are you going to have to explain that?
So, let's say I do a tracing of a pirate ship.
Okay.
Okay. And it's just the lines, no shading at all. You see those lines and you can read, oh, okay, there's no shading, but I can see, it's simple enough, I can see it's a pirate ship. But let's try to make it a little crazy, let's add all these little detail lines. Oh, now it's kind of getting busy and I can't read it. So with my style of tattooing, I don't add all the extra stuff with the extra little lines. I keep it just a basic, readable design. Mm-hmm. And then you flip it to where it's negative. So with the readable design, with the strongest color combo that you can create, I think that might be why it is a striking tattoo and why that's kind of caught on.
So you're building with, it really is rooted then in the contrast.
I think so.
West Virginia has mountains of potential.
I grew up in the Kanawha Valley. It's a privilege to be a West Virginian. what we've got to continue to drive in this state is that concept of hope for the future, moving not just West Virginia forward, but moving the nation forward.
West Virginia is for hope.
Hope Gas is lighting the way forward for West Virginia. Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
At Greer Industries, we make the roads you drive on safer with skid-resistant asphalt. We make the water you drink cleaner with our abundant supply of hydrated lime. We entertain and inform through all types of media. And we designed one of the world's most recognized golf courses. We're Greer Industries, a family-owned company with over 110 years of commitment to making your life better.
Start your new year off right with a new ride from Dan Cava GMC. Come explore our 2026 GMC Acadias. Spacious, smooth, and made for everyday life. It's truly a fan favorite. Drive into winter with a new 2026 GMC Sierra, now up to $12,000 off, or lease as low as $499 a month. So upgrade your ride this year with us at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop Thora.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Welcome back to State of Minds, presented by Hope Gas and by Greer Industries. I'm going to speak generally here.
Okay.
That maybe when people come in and are interested in a piece, they might be thinking, boy, I want a lot of vibrant colors,
Yeah.
and I want reds, and I want
They want the
oranges.
brightest thing.
Yeah, I want the brightest thing that
Yeah.
really stands out.
Yeah.
So there's a huge difference in what you're doing and maybe what is more traditional. Is that fair to say?
Yes, yeah. But with it being a simple line drawing that is just flipped to the negative, it seems simple.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, that is something that's still very relatable because it's simple like these other tattoos, but it's brighter than all of them. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why it's kind of eye-catching.
Initially, and now it's very, very popular with the work you're doing, and we'll get to that. Initially, was it a tough sell, if you will, for your clients? Because look, most of this is going to be black.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So I've discovered this thing in my tattoo work, where anytime I want to try something different or try something that's going to be that I'm excited about, I'll just do it for free. So I did that one tattoo on my friend's hand, the first one. You know, that was a paying client. But then once I started to realize, once the wheels were turning that this could be something, it was like that week, all of my closest friends, I was like, hey, can you get tattooed this day? I'll do it for free. I just want to try this. So
Were they open to it?
yeah. I have great friends. So
A friend who says, experiment on me, that's a good friend.
yes. So it was kind of cool, and it worked out really well, like even on my social media, because it looked like I just had these booked. So it's like I did that hand, and then it was like 2 days later, I tattooed my friend. I did like another design that was black and yellow. And then 2 days after that, I did another design that was black and yellow. And then I had like another paying client, just like a regular customer, and they just wanted a regular tattoo from me. Well, when I saw them, I said, hey, I drew the regular design, but I'm kind of doing this thing right now, and I'll take some money off if you just let me do this. And they wanted to do the negative tattoo. So then I had that to post. And then I think it was like that weekend, one of my other friends was getting, I was like, hey, let me do this on you. And he got it, and it just kind of caught fire, at least on my social media that way.
Mm-hmm. And how big is your reach on social media? I mean, did that reach a lot of people, and did they repost it, and so it spread?
Yeah. So like right now, I think I have 160,000 followers on Instagram, and that's just from posting my tattoos, and then like maybe other tattoo pages have posted it, which like, the numbers on social media don't really mean anything, but they are very, very helpful. So I mentioned earlier when I went to college, I took that oil painting class with Nejun. So since I've been oil painting, every time I finish an oil painting, I'll do like a charity with prints of that. So I think if I didn't have the reach that I have, the posting about any kind of charity work that I do on there, it doesn't get the reach. It doesn't grab people from buying stuff in, like buying the prints that I'm selling.
So it's fair to say that you're having a moment.
There might be a little bit of a moment, but I'm hoping. I don't think it's my goal.
I don't
my
mean
goal
that
for
that it's going to end. I mean that what you have been developing over 6 or 7 years. I mean, your body of work is over 30 years, but the thing that you've been doing for 6 or 7 years has been building.
Yeah.
And now you are known for that.
Yeah.
And so
absolutely.
now, in this world, in this business, there's this guy in West Virginia who does this stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Is that fair?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you get people from all over?
Yeah, for sure. Probably like at least once a week, somebody's flying in to get tattooed.
Really?
Which is great. Which is super
From
cool.
like, tell me a story. A guy from where says, I saw this online.
Yeah. I had a client the other day that came in from Arizona. We're working on their full neck piece. I've had the furthest is somebody's came has been Ireland.
Really?
Which is super cool. I think he was like moving to New York, so I think like he was checking out New York, but he's like, hey, I'm here. Let's go down to West Virginia and get tattooed. Yeah, so that's a pretty common thing. People flying in to get tattooed.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, I'm over the moon about it. I'm super excited. Like we were talking earlier about tattooing people's hands and faces. If people are flying in to get tattooed, that's a compliment in itself. They're spending their time and money not only on me working on them, but just like flights and hotel stays and car rentals. It's awesome, man.
And there is a process. It's not like somebody walks in one day and you start this tattoo.
Yeah.
Explain the process.
Yeah. So I'm fortunate enough to be busy enough to where I only have to open up my books a few times a year. So I kind of pick a date. On that date, I'll post on my social medias and I'll say, hey, I'm opening books on this date.
Taking appointments.
Yep. Open my books, taking appointments on this date. Shoot me an email. If it lines up well if our ideas line up together, we'll book it. If we can't, unfortunately, I can't take every project on, but I try to take as much as I can on.
And then it fills up quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
okay, so where do you go from there? So let's say,
okay.
You have a client, and it looks like you're going to work together, so take it from there.
Okay, so let's say they send me an idea that I'm really into. They send me the idea they want to get a ninja tattooed on them. I'm like, okay, this guy wants a ninja. He's getting in the books. Book him for December. I send him an email that has like the information on it of how to prep for it. Basically, what I just tell my clients is, keep your skin moisturized and show up sober. And basically, that's it.
But are you sending back and forth sketches, your ideas, or when does that happen?
So they'll tell me they want that ninja idea.
Okay.
I say, okay, can you send me where you want it on your body? Send me a picture of your arm or your leg or your back or whatever. Send me a few pictures of tattoos that I've done, or even tattoos that you've just seen on the internet, or even just reference any other art. If you like the look of something, send it to me, and I'll try to draw the vibe that you send me. And then basically a couple weeks before I start drawing it, if I really do get in a bind and they want to see some stuff, I'll FaceTime them. Or I'll call them and be like, hey, I'm drawing this ninja with 2 swords. Is that cool? Like, no, I only want 1 sword. Okay, great. Then I'll redesign and they show up that day. And, 9 times out of 10, they're pretty cool with what I designed for them because we had that communication beforehand. But if there's something they don't like or a color scheme they don't like, I'll try to just change it on the spot.
Okay. Do you ever reach an impasse? Like, we just can't get there?
Very, very rarely.
The best thing about West Virginia is West Virginia.
It's family, faith, and integrity.
It's a strong work ethic.
Everyone knows their neighbors.
I think we feel closer to nature and we feel closer to each other.
You can achieve anything here.
To be a West Virginian is to be hopeful. We live in a state that has boundless opportunities, and with boundless opportunities come hope.
Hope Gas is lighting the way forward for West Virginia. Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at wvhtf.org.
Poca Valley has proudly served the citizens of Roane, Kanawha, Putnam, and surrounding counties for over a century. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to building relationships and meeting your financial needs. And with the Poca Valley Visa card, you can enjoy competitive interest rates, no annual fees, and a rewarding points program, all from a bank you know and trust. Visit your local Poca Valley office to apply or call us. Poca Valley, where relationships matter. Member FDIC.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Welcome back to State of Minds, presented by Hope Gas and by Greer Industries. So they come in and you start, but it's not you're going to be here for 3 hours and we're done, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how
so we
long?
have the day. So I normally tell them to come in by 12:30. I'm already there at 12. Appointment starts
at your shop here in Morgantown.
Yep. I'm at Katana Gold at 12. And they show up, I have them fill out paperwork, get my area all set up. Then I bring them back to the tattoo station. We show them the design, print out my stencil of that design. And then a lot of it's pretty large scale. With the human body not being a perfect flat surface, that stencil sometimes takes a long time.
Okay.
So we might be there for an hour doing a stencil, we might be there for 4 hours doing a stencil.
Stencil, you lay the stencil over the body part and you're...
Yeah, it's like, it's just like it's a piece of paper that has this purple stuff on it. And you put basically like a stencil solution on it, and it basically just takes that stencil off the paper.
Now you got something to
And
work
sometimes it doesn't work perfectly with just a sheet of paper, so I'll have Sharpies. I'll draw in the blanks. If it's something that is pretty large scale and it needs to flow over the body, I'll basically just draw in anything that needs drawn in.
But the work, a lot of the work you do, many of them are big projects. You know, if somebody just wants to get a rose petal on their ankle, I mean, they can go anywhere. I mean, no offense, but I mean, they can probably go most places.
Right.
But you're doing these big projects, you know, arms, necks, backs, chests, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
How long does that take?
So it really just depends. It's a really hard question. I've done
Give me a range.
I've done a full back that is from the top of the shoulders to the back of the knees, and that took me 12 sessions.
Wow. Of how many hours each session?
Normally a full 8.
Wow, 12 8-hour sessions.
Yes. But also, you know, that was a really complicated tattoo. I've done a full back that is the top of the shoulders just a little bit onto the butt, that took us 8. You know, it really depends on the art, and sometimes things just take longer than you expect them to.
Yeah. How do you keep your focus during long stretches where you're doing very precise work?
So I'll take regular breaks, and that doesn't mean I'm stopping for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I'll stop at certain stopping points in the tattoo, meaning, let's say I'm doing your arm, get the outline done. Take a little bathroom break, take a drink of water, get an energy drink or coffee. 5 minutes goes on, let's work the next 4 inches. We work for that. Might take an hour and a half, might take 2 hours, take another little break. I think that's super important, take those little breaks. Otherwise, you're just gonna burn yourself out.
Yeah. And what about the person who's getting the tattoo because it hurts?
Yeah. It does hurt, but it's manageable.
Okay.
And a lot of times, when you're getting tattooed, dude, it's exciting. You're about to get something permanently that looks really cool. So, yeah, it might hurt, but you're excited to be there. So you're gonna put up with some stuff. It's not like it's a torture device that you want it to stop immediately. Because it's not all about just getting that tattoo and that artwork. It's at our shop, we're hanging out, we're having fun, we're watching ninja movies, we're going outside. You know, there's a barbershop. My best friend's barbershop's right next door. The barbers come over and joke around. You know, one of my close friends, Brandon, he owns the shop with me. He's a piercer, so he's always walking through with new clients, doing piercings on them. Like, it's not like they're in pain and being like, oh, I can't wait for this to be done. It's like there's something going on.
There's a vibe. There's something happening.
Yeah.
What's the appeal of body art?
I don't know, man. You tell me. What do you think? I think
you're the artist.
Yeah.
So you must see a commonality among those who come to you and say, create art on my body.
Yeah. I think it's just cool. You know, I think people appreciate cool tattoos and they appreciate good tattoos. Yeah, so it's a way to make yourself different. And a lot of people, I think, will say, well, everybody has tattoos, so it's not that different. But nobody has like the same tattoos. Like everybody has something different.
What are yours? I see your left.
So Patty's done my whole arm here. It's just a bunch of geometric stuff. This guy in London did my palm.
Now that had to hurt, the palm of your hand.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But the dude who did this, his name is Luke Ashley. He's very known in tattoo world for doing palms.
Okay.
So when I was over there, I tattooed at his shop, and I got the opportunity to get some work done from him. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like everything on this arm, but I get tattooed by a lot of different people.
And what's going on here?
My friend Oliver Kenton did this. I just knew I wanted a cool symmetrical neck tattoo. And what's great for me, being a tattoo artist, getting tattooed by tattoo artists, is that there was something in the guy who did my neck, his name's Oliver. There's something in Oliver's work that I could learn from.
Okay.
So when I got tattooed by him, I think I was able to learn how he lays his tattoos out, and I think it has helped my tattoos. So every time I'm getting tattooed, it's like a one-on-one seminar with another tattoo artist. I get to see how they're working.
Yeah. How do you decide, like, I'm gonna get another tattoo, I've been thinking about this, or is it just you see something you like, or you meet an artist that you respect and you want to see their work?
I think that's how it is for me. I don't. When I'm getting tattooed, I'm never like, man, I want to get this lion tattoo. I just want a lion. For me, like I said, because I tattoo and I see this stuff and do this stuff every day, I see somebody who's doing something different and I go, I don't know what he's doing. It looks freaking cool. So I'm gonna go get tattooed by that guy and see what it is. And that way I can apply that to my work.
What do you have anything on your stomach?
Yeah, I have a Bruceton Mills tattooed on my stomach.
Oh, Bruceton Mills.
Yeah, that's my hometown. And this tattoo comes up onto my chest too.
Okay.
So I have that. My right leg is almost done. I just have a bunch of tattoos from just a bunch of different friends.
If you, I don't have any ink, but we don't know each other well. We've just been talking here. What do you think would fit me?
I think a ninja. A ninja with two swords.
Oh, just because you've already done a ninja with two swords, you're just going to repeat that?
Yeah. I'll make something special for you.
The Mountain State is full of pioneers once again.
We have one of the most advanced robotic heart surgery programs.
The world's most advanced clean steel facility. 2,000 construction jobs, 800 full-time permanent jobs.
West Virginia is going to end up being a leader, an example to the rest of the U.S.
West Virginia is for hope.
Hope Gas is lighting the way forward for West Virginia. Learn more at wvisforhope.com.
I have had a complicated relationship with food. My job was to talk to heart failure patients about diet and exercise. I felt like, why would you listen to me? Because I was not following a diet that was healthy for me. I needed help. Bariatric surgery at WVU Medicine helped me lose 175 pounds. I feel like I'm free. They hold the skill, they hold the tools, and they're waiting for you to come say that you need the help.
At Greer Industries, we make the roads you drive on safer with skid-resistant asphalt. We make the water you drink cleaner with our abundant supply of hydrated lime. We entertain and inform through all types of media. And we designed one of the world's most recognized golf courses. We're Greer Industries, a family-owned company with over 110 years of commitment to making your life better.
New year, new trucks. Start your year off with a new truck from Dan Calva Toyota World. Now lease a 2025 Tacoma for as low as $299 a month. Save over $7,500 off on select Tundras or get 2.99% for 72 months. It's your last chance to get a gas model 2025 RAV4. Don't miss out. Come experience cars you can count on year after year. Dan Calva, Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
Welcome back to State of Minds, presented by Hope Gas and by Greer Industries. You make mistakes?
Well, the cool thing about tattooing is, and just art and drawing and painting in general, if you make a mistake, you're even better at hiding the mistake. So, yeah, I think mistakes happen, but the only person who would ever know that the mistake happened is the person applying the tattoo.
Okay.
And it ends up working into the tattoo to where it's not even a mistake. It's just like, I don't know.
Is it similar to oil painting where you can fix something?
Yeah,
you
kind
think?
of, yes.
Yeah. And you're painting too, right? You paint?
Yeah, I will paint a little bit.
Yeah. So is this style you have, is it still evolving?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
I'm always trying different things. The best thing, this might be too like tattoo technical, but I've discovered this thing recently where, technically in color theory, yellow on black is the strongest contrast. But whenever you apply it to human skin, human skin always reflects brighter than the tattooing side does. So you can kind of see in this Buddha tattoo that I did up here, I have these like areas of skin tone that go over top of the Buddha, and like on him and also on the flower. So I'm trying to incorporate more skin tone in my tattoos just to let them breathe a little bit more. So that's just like one example of how it's evolving. I'm always playing with something, and I don't really know how to describe that, or just because I kind of do it in the moment on my iPad when I'm doing the prep work.
It's beautiful.
Hey, thanks, Hop.
That's a beautiful piece. When did you do that one?
I did that a few weeks ago. That guy got tattooed for 3 days in a row.
Ooh.
He flew up from Florida.
Really?
And we did 3 days back to back, and that's a tough son of a gun right there, a tough cookie.
You're an artist?
Yeah.
Identify yourself as an artist?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And are you passionate about what you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
In what ways?
Oh man, how does one describe passion?
I mean, when you start to work on a project, are you like, oh, this is going to be...
Yeah, so...
This is going to mean something to them and to me.
For sure, yeah. When I think I've discovered something that I think is going to be different than what I normally do or what anybody else normally does, I'm very excited to put it on that person, to give that person that thing. I think I could describe it like being passionate about it, you know. There's a reason my tattoos look a certain way they do. It's a very long design process and it's a very long application process. So that time alone, not a lot of people are doing that. There's a lot of tattoo artists who draw that much and more than me. But I would describe them passionate also.
Those who are tattoo artists, is it fraternal or is it competition? Is it like
I think some people,
brotherhood, sisterhood, or is it competition?
I would say fraternal. I would say brotherhood, sisterhood, the way I look at it.
Okay.
Because, but a lot of tattoo artists are, I think when you bring too much money in, it can be a competition. If I have a shop and I have 10 artists, those 10 artists, they're going to be fighting over trying to get appointments because maybe there's not enough work for all of them. So it becomes a competition. I'm fortunate enough to have my own style to where I don't have that. It's not that I don't have competition. It's just I'm giving something to somebody that is me and them.
Okay.
What they're getting from me, they can't get from another tattoo artist. So I like bringing people. I like the brotherhood of it. I love hanging out and sharing knowledge and trying to get people to get better at it. That's important to me, for sure.
Your Aunt Patty gave you feedback and told you, don't worry about the money. I looked that up and saw that she told you that. Does that still apply? Like, you don't worry about the money?
Absolutely.
The money came, do what you love, the money will follow?
Absolutely. 100%.
Really?
I told you earlier in the interview, a lot of my first black and yellow designs, I just tattooed them for free on my friends because I wanted people to get them. Yeah. Once people could see that it could be done, then it was like, okay, well, we'll give Jake money to do them for us. Same way with my large scale tattooing. I spent a year tattooing my little brother, doing his back piece. And I don't charge my little brother. So he gave me a year of his life coming in once a month for me to do this project on him. Ever since I did his full back, I've booked like so many back pieces. So it's like, I definitely think the art part of it comes first and that money will follow.
Is there and look, I'm a lot older than you, and when I was growing up, it was sailors and guys in jail that had tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that has changed radically. Is there going to be an inflection point where it's no longer as popular to get body art, or do you think it will just continue to evolve and become even more popular? Where do you think it's headed, is what I'm saying, in 10 years, 20 years?
Oh man, I couldn't predict a trend for you. I just think that it's going to, all of these different designs, mine included, I think there are going to be individuals with just crazy their own styles, and everybody's going to have their own style and be awesome at tattooing. I know that's not a great answer.
Well, that suggests to me that you think that it's actually expanding and growing. It's not with people like you who are doing different things.
Yeah.
That it's not going the other way.
Yes. Okay, then yes. I think everybody's going to keep pushing the limits of it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's ever going to stop.
So what's next for you? What are you excited about next?
Well, me and my friend Brandon opened our shop about a year ago. I'm excited to bring guest artists from other states, other countries to Katana Gold, just to maybe show West Virginia and also people in their already opinionated thoughts, if they have one about West Virginia, that we are awesome and we can do awesome artwork and we can do awesome things.
So it's important to you that you're doing it here?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten Bruceton Mills tattooed on your stomach.
Yeah, right.
But the West Virginia thing.
Yeah. I was just going to say that maybe you should get Jefferson County tattooed on your stomach. That could be your first tattoo. That's your hometown, right? That's your first tattoo. Yeah, I think it's important to try to make West Virginia, like try to show the rest of the world that West Virginia isn't just the wild whites of West Virginia. Not that, I mean, that movie's cool too, but if there's any kind of stereotypes about West Virginia, it would be cool to like show that we can do some cool art too.
That's great.
Nice talking to you, Hoppy.
Nice talking to you.